Hey Pit Boss Nation, I'm Steph Foster from Foster Feast, and today, using my brand new competition series grill from Pit Boss, we're going to be making pork belly burnt ends. So welcome to Backyard Bosses. So let's get started. What do you need? You need a slab of pork belly, preferably with the skin off. You're going to need some barbecue rubs, mustard, butter, honey, and probably some barbecue sauce or preserves. That's all you need, as well as maybe a spritz. You can use as much or as little as you like. These measurements are guesstimates. So that means you can add or subtract as much as you like and substitute where you feel fit. And that's where you're going to develop your own unique flavor. Let's talk pellets. If you want a more bold flavor, choose something like a hickory or a mesquite. But if you want a little bit more subtle and mild, the competition series blend, apple, or even pecan would be a great choice. If you want a bit more bold, vibrant red color, choose cherry. But for today's cook, I'm going to use the competition blend pellets and set the grill to 225 degrees. Let's go.
This 1600 competition series grill easily fits a 20-pound bag of pellets. The grill we're going to preheat to 225 degrees. If your grill can't go to 225, go to the next closest or up to 250 easily.
What's pork belly burnt ends? Well, let me tell you, it's like meat candy. They are little pillowy, puffy squares of pork that are coated in a sweet, savory rub, and then you just braise it. It is just, you got to come with me. Let's get going.
So let's get the meat started. I've got my 2 rubs that I've chosen for today's cook, a knife, and my slab of pork belly. This is uncured with the skin off. You're going to want to look for a portion that has a good fat to meat ratio. Too much fat and you might have too chewy. Too little fat and you're lacking flavor. You're going to want to cut the meat into about a 1.5 inch cube. So we're going to start by cutting it into strips. Once we've got the strips all cut, then I'll cut it into cubes. Once we get the cubes all done, we're going to put them into a bowl. And then we're going to begin to mix. We're going to drizzle mustard on this. You don't have to use mustard. You can even use olive oil. Mustard is calorie-free and it adds as a great flavor, but it's totally optional if you really don't want to put it on there. I love it. It helps create a uniform coating to let the rub stick to it. Once you've generously coated all of the pork belly, take your rubs and begin sprinkling them on. You can use your favorite rub or you can mix them and blend them like I have. I tend to look for a rub that's got a bit of sugar content in it because we are making a meat candy after all. You're going to sprinkle them liberally, a couple tablespoons apiece. You can do too much or too little. Again, this is entirely personal preference. I'd say you're using about 2 to 3 tablespoons of each rub. Once you've mixed it all up, you're going to want to put it onto a wire rack. Now don't worry, if you don't have a wire rack, these can even go directly on the grill. And if you have a whole lot of pork belly, you may want to just go and dump them right on the grill and give them some space to smoke. I like the wire baking rack because it makes it easy for me to add a little bit more sprinkle of seasoning before they go on, and it makes it easier for me to carry. Again, these are all different ways you're going to make grilling your own. They're going to go on the middle rack, and I'm going to leave them here for just under 2 hours. We'll see you guys in a bit, but here's a quick little view of the pork belly meat candy pillows before they have their first smoke bath. Well, we're back. It's been 1 hour and 45 minutes, and it is time to check on these beautiful pork pillows. Look how great they are coming. The color is vibrant, and we're going to continue to build on that by spritzing them. You're going to use something like an apple juice or peach juice or canned soda or even a craft cider. Something with a little bit of acidity and sugar will help build the bark. Let them smoke for another hour. Now, we're going to get them into a tray. The pork belly has been on the grill for 3 hours. We're going to increase the grill's temp to 275 degrees and put these glorious little pork pillows right in this tin pan. You can eat them right away. They're totally ready for consumption. But I'm telling you, add a little barbecue sauce, a little bit of honey, and a couple tablespoons of butter. Stir it up, put it back on the grill for another hour, and you have created an amazing barbecue bite. So a couple cubes of butter, and then we're going to mix this all up. Look at the color we're building right now. You got a spicy, tangy barbecue sauce. You got a little sweet from the honey, and of course, a little bit of butter. We're gonna stir those up, and you can cover it with foil or put it back in just as it is onto the grill for about another 45 minutes to an hour. All right, it's time. Look at this. We are now 4 hours into this cook. They are smoky, they are candied, they are ready to be consumed. Let's take a look and see how they are. Wow, check out the color. That's incredible. Really, there's only one left to do. That's it. Taste test time. It's got to be my favorite part of the whole cook. And yes, it is just something worth dancing over. Okay. I approve. You're going to approve. There's only one thing left to do is go eat them.
That was so good. Thank you so much for joining. I'm Steph Foster, today's host of Backyard Bosses. Be sure to check back soon because there's more recipes to come.